Hello there, and welcome to another episode of our Hogwarts Legacy Let's Play. My name is Slytherin Knight, and I am so happy you could join me. So before we really get started, just a few things I'm going to say. Episodes from this point on are going to be probably about half as long as usual, rounding out at no more than 30 minutes, or just slightly over 30 minutes. I'm doing that because it's a little bit easier for YouTube to process them, to fully load them, and I feel like that's just a better, segment of time. Hour-long, 50-minute long, hour-long videos, those are hard to watch from beginning to end, especially if you're just kind of walking around exploring. But thankfully at this point in the game, with the challenges at 85% already, there's not a whole lot more exploring we need to do. So yeah, but that's what we're going to be doing. That's what I'm hoping. I hope that's okay. Today we're going to be doing Mum's the Word. If that doesn't take too long, which I don't think it will, we'll go into a dragon debrief. Again, I might have to cut out the section inside of the three broomsticks. Hopefully that's not all that's in there. If it is, then I'll give you a brief rundown of what happened, and I'll even pull up this completed little quest for you to read out loud what happened. But anyway, that is the plan. And if you notice, we've changed up our outfit a little bit. This is the Treasure Seeker cloak, scarf, outfit, and glove set. In between episodes, I did a little bit of exploring, picked up a few quests that would just be very inane, very repetitive things. And I really do like the look. It just looks really good. And I wanted to change it up a little bit, you know what I mean? Goes really well with our wand handle too, with the blue and gold royal, or regal blue and gold. I like it. So yeah, I just thought I'd throw that out there. But anyway, let's go see what Natty's mother has to say.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an arrow telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
No, because she's not doing anything
so
bad.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus.
Oh, okay.
And it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now. Much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. I had wondered because, in Wagadu, the school in Uganda in Africa, a lot of their students are animagus and whatnot, so that makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna go through this.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
And it can be, though, because you could potentially transfigure yourself into something and not be able to change it back. But it's like, if you take it with a cautious enough approach, it should be fine.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat.
Interesting.
And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
We're making good progress. We can't quit now.
I agree. I have never considered quitting, even for a moment. You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Randrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Yeah, no, honestly, I think her mother's a little overprotective. But, I mean, she has... Which isn't surprising, but...
Off on another adventure, are we?
So... Yeah, we don't get anything for these, they're just a conversation. So, unfortunately, that'll most likely be what Poppy's is. So we're gonna head over and do that. Hopefully it doesn't... I mean, hopefully there's a little bit more to it. If there's not, like I said, I will give you guys a debrief on what actually happened.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Alright, so, like I said, gonna be heading into Hogsmeade. We will be right back. And we're back. So yeah, this is actually right here, the completed quest. It was just a conversation inside the Three Broomsticks. This actually gives you a pretty good idea of... So, Poppy and I discovered Horntail Hall, a dragon fighting ring run by Rookwood's poacher pack. While there, we rescued a dragon and found her egg. Poppy noticed that most of the dragons at Horntail Hall were wearing some sort of collar, likely made of goblin silver, that might be controlling them. This indicates some sort of connection between Rookwood's poacher pack and Ranrock's loyalist. She'd like to confirm the dragon we freed wasn't wearing one. She's mentioned that she'd be in touch once she tracked down the dragon's location. So yeah, that is pretty much exactly what happened. We did get some information about that. She also asked, like, why is Rookwood after you? So we told her the truth, you know, that he's working with Ranrock. Ranrock wants something we found in Gringotts. Whole shebang. All of that. Very basic, really. Yeah, not that very quick. Very much like the knot size, short little thing. But yeah. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this one next. Meet Sebastian in the catacombs, and we're gonna learn Imperio. So this will most likely take up probably the rest of the episode, but we'll see. So yeah, let's go take care of this. Catacombs, it said? Is that in Hogwarts? Nope, you know what, I can just do it. I can do this a lot easier. Oh, no, it's all the way in. All the way over here. Oh, okay, yeah, cool. Take me a second. Alright, to Philcroft we go.
I wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
Yeah, I remember I've walked by here getting the Flue Flame, And I was like, I was wondering what this was.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned,
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
Oh, okay. So we'll have to look at that later.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
Of that, I have no doubt. Okay, so this is the report, and then wielded more than I... Or yielded more than I imagined. Learning about our ancestors was illuminating. Else I could not ignore in the area behind the greatest room, which had suffered decay. Interesting.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Alright, in we go.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Okay, we're gonna be fighting some either some spiders or Inferi. Spiders.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
My character beat me to it by a second.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
By a second, I tell you.
Leviosa!
This room is
Confringo!
Come on. Really? What the hell? There we go. Just had to...
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft.
Ooh.
Brilliant.
Accio!
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
I mean, he's not wrong. Alright, on we go. Hey, if I see a collectible chest, I'm picking it up. That's for the collections tab, man. Oh, hello.
Confringo!
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Accio! Accio!
Anything else?
Revelio!
I'm trying to think, like, what's the... Obviously, they want us to go that way. So this probably just has...
Watch your step. I need
treasure.
a slip there.
Ugh. Spiders, man. Come on. Come on out.
Confringo! Bombarda!
All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
There, another collectible chest down below. Right over here, it looks like.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Okay.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones.
Revelio.
Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd.
That's because we have to use them.
Bombarda! Flipendo! We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Accio!
Yeah, it's kind of a
Wingardium Leviosa!
pretty standard puzzle. It's part of it.
Accio! Confringo! Bombarda! Accio!
Oops.
Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Not disturbing at all. Sure. Okay. So, I do want to check to see if that door opened. No, it didn't. But how do I open it?
Revelio! Accio!
I don't see a way. Maybe there's... Well, it looks like there's a path. So maybe this is how we get out. That's my assumption, at least.
There's something here by the altar.
To my report, and was reminded to leave it where it lie. English oak wands of powerful intuition. These are Merlin's notes. Because if you know your history, Merlin was a member of Slytherin House, most likely tutored by Salazar himself, and had an English oak wand.
What did you find?
Maybe. That's my assumption, at least.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic, and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Sorry about that. Dropped what I was holding. Okay.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Again, I am almost positive that it's Merlin.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant.
Well,
There's more to this than even I imagined.
we've already done that, but okay. Again, I'm assuming that that is the way we leave, is through there, so... Onward.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperius Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
And why do you know this?
Where did you learn the Imperius Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
Voldemort's own words. I mean, yeah, obviously I'm going to learn it. Doesn't mean I'll ever use it, but I'm still going to learn it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
There we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Spiders. It's always spiders.
Flipendo. Accio.
Alright. Well. Oh my god, those are some big spiders. Hold on.
Confringo.
Alright, this is a bigger area than I was expecting.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, it should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
Oops.
I try.
Wrong spell.
Accio.
This looks different than what... That worked. Keep going.
Confringo.
So, oh, don't tell me. It's a puzzle. So, but I think I've figured it out.
Flipendo. Accio.
You, and then... Oh, no, it's the other way around. That should have opened up something else.
Appears some of
Chest.
these stone tablets have 2 rune symbols. That has to mean something.
And then that one and that one. Let's try that. I mean, I know...
Accio.
Okay, so that's all. That should be all of the barricades open. It is. Naturally, we're not going to do that right now, just because that is most likely the way forward. So let's go mess up some spiders.
Confringo. Bombarda. Confringo. Defender. Protector. Stupid one. Bombarda. Confringo.
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
All
Bit
right.
dramatic, isn't it?
Very cool. Alright, so let's see.
Bombarda. Confringo.
Okay.
Revelio.
Couple of chests. More spiders over there.
Flipendo. Accio.
Wiggenwald.
Accio.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Okay, so that's this area. Explored. There's one other area before we head on towards like the main objective. This one up here. Though I don't-
Confringo! Bombada! Revelio!
No, it doesn't look like there's. Maybe we go through there later. We'll have to see. But I think, like I said, I'm gonna be trying to run these episodes a little shorter. We're gonna wrap up here. So, in the next episode, we'll be continuing on through these Felcroft catacombs, seeing where they lead us. I kind of figured Sebastian's would take a little bit longer. That's why I did it at the end. Kind of wish I was able to finish it, but like I said, we'll finish it next episode. So, if you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date for when I post new content. And let me know your thoughts about the episode in the comment section down below. But other than that, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.